Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to talk about the last days of American crime. And that might sound like a documentary name, but no, this is a 2.5-hour bloated and boring action movie from Mr. Megaton himself, the Taken 2 and Taken 3 director. Honestly, I could probably leave my review at that and you could probably guess how this movie was. I feel bad for Edgar Ramirez because he is a talented actor, and he's just kind of wasted along with Michael Pitt and the rest of the cast in this, and Sharlto Copley, in this bloated, long, boring, and poorly edited action movie that takes an intriguing idea of this man, this lifetime criminal who's doing this one last heist before the government erases people's minds with a signal to make them not commit crime anymore. And I'm like, that's a pretty cool idea. It would be a shame if somebody made a movie that is a slog of a movie that's way too long and with really poorly edited action where it's so choppy that you think you're watching Liam Neeson or his stunt double trying to hop a fence in 15 frames within like 4 seconds. Because that's how this is edited, just like Taken 3. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, this is nauseating. It's nauseating just watching these action sequences happening, and it's just like chop, 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 chop. And it makes you nauseous. And it takes away the action, it takes away the feel and the tension of the action. It's like, why could you not just shoot the action in this movie? And the characters are paper thin, complete caricatures. I never really felt emotional heft, like that gripping connection to any of these characters. And it builds up to like this ending where it's just like, I'm supposed to feel things, but I'm like, the only feeling I felt at the end of 2.5 hours was relief because I'm like, this movie is done. And if it wasn't for this cool idea that made me at least feel connected for a bit, and like this one added on subplot about a police officer played by Sharlto Copley, which had some groundedness to it and felt like it could have been something if it was developed even more, despite the fact that this is a 2.5-hour movie. This is a complete wash, and if I paid money for this, I would have been so upset, but it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original movie. I highly say pass on this. It's not worth your 2.5 hours of time. There's so many other things you could do with 2.5 hours. Don't spend it watching the last days of American crime. Harsh, but those are my thoughts on this film. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.